Well, hey there, gang. Now I know we're all trying to beat the heat these days, so I thought today we'd stay as far away from playing red as possible. Let's play some head games. Friends, opponents, vampires, and other folks who are trying to stay out of the sun right now, welcome to Head Games. I'm JetterX. Today we are going to play some more standard, and we are not going to play red. In fact, we are going to play red's enemy colors, white and blue. So what we are looking at today is a deck built around Simulacrum Synthesizer. So this is a 3-mana artifact. On ETB it scries 2, but that, while useful, not the most important part. The important part is when another artifact with mana value 3 or greater ETBs, you get a construct, a artifact token that is as big as many artifacts as you have, +1/+1 for each artifact you control. So the deck's built around that, and a lot of cards that synergize well with that. We are running a couple thousand moon Smithy. This card might be a little bit redundant, but it's super fun when you follow up Simulacrum Synthesizer with Thousand Moon Smithy, because then you have several 5/5s on the board very quickly. Utility cards like Braided Net to tap down opponents, and this card draws you a bunch of cards late in the game too. It's way better than it looks, I promise. Thron Spider ramps you as an artifact deck a little bit better than you're ramping your opponent, but puts a lot of artifacts on the field. Goes incredibly well with the Synthesizer. To round out what we're doing, we are playing the Urza Lord Protector and Mightstone and Weakstone meld combo. 100% possible to make this happen. I have done it. It is not as backbreaking as you might think it is, but it is very, very powerful. Mightstone and Weakstone, just a fantastic utility artifact no matter what. Draws you extra cards. The all-star and technology in this deck that I think is probably underrated is Touch the Spirit Realm. So this is an enchantment, so it doesn't seem to go along with the artifact theme, but it is a Oblivion Ring, or that kind of effect, an exile effect for one target artifact or creature if you play it regularly. But it also has Channel for 1 and a white, and you can exile target artifact or creature and return it on the end step. So it's got kind of a slow blink effect. So lots of ETB triggers for our artifacts here, including Cryptic Coat, which cloaks the top card of your library on ETB. Spring-loaded Saw Blades, 5 damage to a tap creature on ETB. Obviously, Thousand Moon Smithy makes a creature. Thron makes a creature. Mightstone's got an ETB. So the blink effect from Touch the Spirit Realm, in addition to it being just a straight-up removal spell in a lot of cases, makes it very solid. There is an artifact, a 3-mana artifact, that you can play in this slot. I chose not to because I don't have any, and it's a mythic. So we're playing this instead, and I actually think it's just as good, maybe better. So, white-blue artifacts today. Let's go on to the ladder and see what we can get into. Unknown 82. It's not an unknown. 82 is a very known thing. Hailing from parts unknown, the number 82. I feel like we cursed ourselves because we said we're not going to play red today, and we would never play mono red anyway. But yeah, feel like we cursed ourselves, and now since we said we weren't going to play mono red, we're never going to see it either. Which actually, mono red's a tough matchup for this deck. This deck is like C tier at best. I don't think it's very good. It's just it does very fun things, and when it wins, it goes pretty far over the top. Yeah, it's totally a capable hand. Blue feels very bad for us. Start with a tap land. That'll give us pretty good mana for the rest of the game. Here's a second blue mana. Feel really bad about the direction that we're going. Nothing for Saw Blades to do. Mono blue. Okay, so we're playing the mono blue deck. I have not seen this deck in a long time. Fascinating what you can find on the ladder sometimes. I really haven't seen this deck in a while, and it's not to say that the deck is bad, really just that it is, fallen out of favor. People don't seem to play it as much. I don't think it's necessarily bad at all. Okay, well, we have to make them have it as much as we possibly can. So we are going to do the thing that we did before and see if they will counterspell a Fabrication Foundry. I mean, they should. They should just counter absolutely everything that we do, because what else are they doing with their time? I mean, that's also good. Drawing cards is good for them. Pitching cards is good for them. And that's it. And now we can't counter their Djinns. Okay. There we go. All right. So we'll play a land. We will try to resolve Thran Spider. Okay. More card draw. Yep. I'm surprised they aren't pitching more spells. Do I touch the Spirit Realm this? No, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Cast your Djinn. Yep. Keep the lands coming. 100% okay with that. Spirit Realm. Okay. 1,000 Moons. How many counterspells you got? There's another one. Yep. There's a terror. Okay, keep the lands coming. Spider. And we're gonna say go. Saw blades. They should just counter this. There we go. We gotta try. Blanket. Yep. Another terror. Okay. Okay, I'm not quite dead, but I'm probably pretty close. Okay, so 3 steps. Okay. I don't have enough to do both. That kind of feels bad. Yeah. The only line that I see at this point is the only line that I see at this point is them having nothing and me saw blading the hottie to Jin and succeeding. It's a very narrow line. Here we go. We are copying Sawblade. Okay, we are not dead. We are dead. What else you got? You got a fourth creature? Beautiful. Okay, yeah, good game. Bind Stylation, what a classic. There's some head games right there. How about it? Okay, on the draw. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not great. I think we can keep this. We get to peek at a second card with the Surveil Land. We're on the draw against mono red. Probably means we lose. Honestly, being able to blink something with Touch the Spirit Realm feels not bad under the right circumstances. I think we keep that. I think we do. So we're only one land away from Unstable Glyph Bridge as well. We don't know that it's mono red yet. It might be Boros. Now it looks more like mono red. Okay. There's our boy. So this might actually be a case where we use Touch the Spirit Realm to blink something if they pump it up a million times. I mean, it's blue-red. What is this noise? Frolicking Familiar. It gets +1/+1, so it's got prowess worded funny. Instant or sorcery. Prowess is not a creature spell, right? Okay. 1/1 till end of turn. Okay. Yep. Alright, Seachrome Coast is our 5th land. Excellent. Okay. So does that mean that we set up, or does that mean that we hold up so that we can, you know, fizzle whatever it is that they're trying to do? Okay, they haven't done any damage to me yet. Holding up a counterspell feels good here, but I actually think we're gonna do this. Thrawn Spider feels good. Nice! Good game! Great! Good job! What a class act you are. Great job, Mind Stylation. Rin Tin Tin. Okay, we get to play first for what feels like the first time today. Wasn't actually paying attention. This is a solid hand because we get to ramp, we get both Synthesizer and Weakstone in hand, touch the Spirit Realm to do some blinky tricks. Feels okay to me. Start with a tap land. As soon as our opponent is ready to start. Boy, that was brutal that last game, wasn't it? Well, I mean, we made the wrong choice. We could have held up the counter spell and we didn't. Okay, Fabrication Foundry. Get that ramp going. Really, Fabrication on 2 doesn't actually get us to a 4-drop on 3. It gets us to a 5-drop on 4. Because what we're going to do is play Simulacrum Synthesizer. Our opponent is holding up some kind of instant speed spell. What could it be? Lots of lands. I think they're both to the bottom. Yeah, we don't need more lands. So they've got something, but they didn't cast it. I wonder what it could be. Smuggler's Surprise comes to mind. Look at that. Look at your Gitrog deck. I love you so much. You're like my favorite person in the world now. That's cool. Yeah, we're playing Mightstone and drawing cards as well. Ooh, that feels better. Because that makes a lot of... That puts a lot of power on the board. More than Mightstone Weakstone does. And then later I can... I think that that's correct. Okay. We're going to play a land. Play Thran Spider. Okay. Let's do some math while our opponent is going. And let's put a stop on their second main phase. If I blink my Thran Spider, it puts another Construct on the board. And it puts another one of these on the board. Okay, so here's Thalia. Yep. Okay. So it makes each of them 7/7, and then the Mightstone makes them both 8/8 and adds another one, so they're both 9/9. I think I can win. We're going to blink our own Thran Spider. And it's going to come back. It's going to make another. We're going to play our land. We're going to play the Mightstone and Weakstone. We're going to kill Thalia and the Gitrog, and that's it. Oh, man. Ken Soros, I feel like you're a really rich person, so you better have very good cards if you're a whale. Okay. 2 tap lands, a bunch of early game interaction, Urza and the Synthesizer. Nothing to activate the Synthesizer. I am very skeptical of this hand. It's super slow without an untapped land, but we're going to draw it. We're going to draw an untapped land. That's what's going to happen. See? No problem. Easy. Okay, so this isn't great for them. Like, they take the glass casket? I mean, they have to. Well, because black doesn't have a way to deal with artifacts and enchantments, at least not in a standard setting. So, if they don't take the removal spell for the bat. Okay. Excellent. Easy. Draw and untap lands. Gix. Draw you some cards. Be a pretty great play for them right now. That would really kind of bury me under the value. Graveyard Trespasser's solid. Okay. Yeah, well we have to pass now. This feels terrible. We have to pass now and let the Graveyard Trespasser flip. So I actually think that we do Sawblade the Glutton, because it's still just discard a card, right? Yeah, I think we still Sawblade the Graveyard Trespasser. Yep. Got nothing to eat. We're still doing it. This is gonna sound weird, but I think we're gonna pitch Urza. Because there's no way it lives, right? There's no way Urza lives against a mono black deck. Another Trespasser. Feels very good. Eat my Urza. That's fine. there's my 4th land. So, I have some options here. So if I take the turn off... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pass. Am I? Shoot. Oh, this is tough. I can take a turn off, right? Yeah, I can take a turn off. I mean, I don't love taking 5 more damage, but those are both fine, but I really need to draw more lands. Well, I am ahead of them on lands, so do I just hold that? Yeah, I think that's fine. If our opponent draws their 4th land, we're in trouble. Yep. Nothing to exile. You got it. So I can actually blink the Saw Blade here. That doesn't really do anything. So if it does make a 4/4, right? If I 3 steps ahead the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold. Well, because the thing is that if I play something that makes a creature now, they just play Liliana and make me sacrifice it. And I mean, I suppose if they had a Liliana, they may have played it already, but maybe I'm overthinking it. I play a lot of black, so finally drew their 4th land. Here it comes. Shieldred. Tenacious Underdog. Okay. So they blitzed the underdog. That's interesting. Okay. Yep. Alright, so we are copying our Simulacrum Synthesizer. That's interesting. I think I want the land. And then we can block the Graveyard Glutton, take our 4. Okay. I mean, now we get to do some truly degenerate stuff, because we get to play this land. We get to play this 3rd Synthesizer. We will leave the other Saw Blade on top. Do we even need it at this point? I'm kind of thinking that we don't. There are a number of different things that our opponent might do here. But the good news is we have 2 Touch the Spirit Realms in our hand right now. Preacher of the Schism doesn't scare me. That's fine. Here it comes. Yeah, we will definitely put that on top. Whitestone. Get rid of the Preacher. Do you have enough to stop me? They're all... Yeah. Thanks, Ken. GG's. A. Sanchez, 92. Hold on. Hold on. Do I know this person? I might. Listen, bro, if it's you, I see you. I see you. Yes. Just yes. On the play with decent mana. Ramp on 2. Synthesizer 3 steps ahead in hand. Start with a tap land. See what our opponent is up to. Mono black. Foundry. We do need to draw a 4th land. Not loving that. Nice thing about the synthesizer is it will give us some scries. Okay, so Braided Net does make a synthesizer token, so I think that we can probably leave that on top. I don't hate that. Red black, I mean, I'm surprised we haven't seen something get played yet. Celestis, okay. So what that tells me is that our opponent is playing probably some kind of reanimator, and I hate to just let them get the free discard here, but I'm just gonna hold up the counterspell is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, there's Vein Ripper. That's tough. So I was gonna hold up the counterspell, and I'm kind of thinking like maybe I can't now. Yeah, I don't think I can. Yep. Thran Spider. Okay. Now we've got some legs. Let's see where our opponent's doing. We gave them the opening. Rakdos joins up. Okay. So it brings the Vein Ripper back with, you know, significant strength. Yep. Okay. So, land, second synthesizer. Interesting. I think we just put this on the bottom. I do want to draw the Thousand Moon Smithy, but I think we just put that on the bottom. Okay, Braided Net. So honestly, I'm quite worried about what our opponent is capable of doing. So anyway, we're gonna get in with this 10-10. Let's see what happens. Ooh. I mean, the scary part is that we have no idea like what kind of combo synergy our opponent has going on. I love to see this. Love to see Go for the Throat have nothing to do because it cannot target my artifacts. Here is a tally. It depends on what they get. We may have just won. What did they get? They got Greed's Gambit. Okay. Wow. I really actually hope that they attack with the Vein Ripper. They have to sacrifice Italy. Amazing! Do they still lose? Okay. I don't think so. I think they have defeated me. It's amazing. All right, what do I have anything in the graveyard that matters at all? No. Okay. Wait. I think that's game. I think they die at the same time because the triggers have to go on the stack. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's Sabre. I hope that's an Office reference for everybody's benefit. I really hope that it is. Yeah, nothing wrong with this. It doesn't have any of the payoffs, but it has all of the, like, stabilizers. So, I mean, I'm okay with this. Start with a tap land. Gives us either ramp or removal on 2. That feels okay. Now we can play Braided Net into Restless Anchorage. Alright, our opponent's taking the slow roll. Okay, great. Let's start with Cryptic Coat then. Get our land down. It is a Braided Net. There's so few creatures in this deck, there's almost no turning face up. Lissa is terrific, so this is unblockable, right? Can't be blocked. Okay, so let's get this down. We will get our Braided Net down, and we will get in for 2. So what's beautiful is that we have Braided Net and Saw Blade, so I can actually tap something down. Mosswood Dread Knight draws them a card, and then they also get to play it, which is pretty excellent. They're going to play their Dread Knight. We are going to tap Lissa down, and we are going to kill her. Okay, touch the Spirit Realm. Okay, well, now I can do some excellent Blinky action with either the Cryptic Coat or the Saw Blades. So I could also fire up the... This is just artifacts and artifact ability, so I cannot use it to channel. Let's just get in. We're playing kind of a slow game here, but I'm at least a little okay with that. I'm gonna let them hit me with the Mosswood Dread Knight. Okay, Aclazotz. Aclazotz gets a touch the Spirit Realm, I'm pretty sure. So now we tap it down? Okay. Let's get rid of that Aclazotz. Let's get in with the face down creature again. Cryptic Coat showing its quality here. Okay, so yeah. Now green and black can remove enchantments and artifacts, so yeah, okay. Sure. Yep. You may get in with the Dread Knight. Right about now they are asking themselves, why did I let them do that? Interesting. Okay. So, do I have enough to do both of these things? I do. How many artifacts do I have when I do that? It's only 3. It's not very many. I could play the Cryptic Coat. I think at this point I just pass. So, Craft only is a sorcery, right? Okay. Archfiend of the Dross. I have to counter that, I think. Pitch in the Smithy. Okay. They're getting in for 3. We've almost run them out of cards in hand, and we have a much more impressive board state than they do. That is something of a draw. Okay. So, if I do Mightstone, Weakstone first, hold on. So that's something of a problem, right? If I do Mightstone, Weakstone first, here's the play. Simulacrum Synthesizer, always going to call it Solemn Simulacrum. I don't want the tap land, but I will take the Touch the Spirit Realm. And then we have an artifact in the graveyard, right? Yeah, so we craft with the other braided net. That's the move. There's another Archfiend. So I have the touch. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Very cool. Okay. So if I 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do that and draw a land, I get to play and I'm drawing what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that risky? I'm gonna go for it. Okay, and then for Mori Vault, touch the Spirit Realm. Get rid of the Archfiend. Okay, so they get to cottage me this turn if they want to, and they're going to. They're going to hit me hard with the cottage. This is a very close game. Oh, they can only activate 1. I thought they were going to activate both. Okay. I think we're good as gold now, because I think that we can... Oh, okay. Actually, they think that that matters, but it actually doesn't. They took the counterspell. That makes some sense. That was an excellent draw for us and a terrible draw for our opponent. Okay, so we are going to... Mightstone and Weakstone. Getting rid of the bat. I actually think this is probably the move. Now we've got a board. Opponent's playing out. Having a snack. Ready to call it. They don't know I have the glass casket. Single removal spell. That's it. Sabre. Old Clodell. Your name is unique enough that I don't have anything funny to say about it. You got a Jace profile, normal sleeves. You're just very middle of the road like myself. I got nothing to say. Okay, this is a keepable hand. We're on the play. We have interaction. We have ramp. We have payoffs. You got a blue horse. Look at your horse. Hey, is that the horse from Horsing Around? Oh, it's my old nemesis enchantments. Oh. Alright, I need to draw some lands or I'm going to be a very, very sad. Very, very sad old man. I don't want to be a sad old man. I will take it. Okay, let's think this through. I think I can take the turn off, right? Like, I think I can take the turn off here. And then next turn, that gives me 5 mana, so I can, if that means I can Solemn Simulacrum Synthesizer this turn. Let's do it. Let's do it. Might be greedy. We're going to give it a try. Braided Net feels very good. So next turn we... Oh, I didn't Thran Spider. I planned that poorly. Okay. I planned that poorly. Well, it wouldn't have gotten me a Construct anyway, so I'm not 100% sure that this is a bad thing. It seems like our opponent is about to miss a land drop. Maybe not. Alright. They're trying to decide whether they're going to use their Boseiju. Okay, fair enough. You have a Teachings of the Kirin. Fascinating. What did we miss? Hallowed Haunting, we like to see it. Okay, so playing Thousand Moon Smithy gives us a mini army. Playing Thran Spider ramps us next turn. I really wish we could double spell here, but there just isn't a way to do it, is there? I really want to get that Jukai Naturalist off the field, but it just doesn't feel like there's a way to do it. So if I Thousand Moon Smithy, I get 2 5/5s on board. I think that's it. It's the most mana efficient play. This is my old nemesis, this deck. Yep. It's the Audacity of Hope. Do they also have the Saga? Okay. Do they also have the Saga? It seems like they do. There it is. Who gets it? Yeah, it's the lifelinker. Yep. Yep. Very good. Okay, I am going to double block the Kami. Yep. Okay. So now we can Glass Casket the token. And then blink the Glass Casket. Get in for 4. Okay. They got a whole new grip. They are way ahead of us on land. Just made my creature way bigger. I need to draw a land. Actually, I'm not even sure that drawing a land does anything for me. Okay. I have to decline. So remember that Thrown Spider gives me the most blockers at this point. We're not trying to be aggressive yet. We're almost there. Need to draw land. Okay. Another Kami. Okay. Okay. That is not a land. Okay, I can probably do it now with just these guys back here, but then I'm like short on... Okay, so what are my options now? Braided Net taps down a creature. I think that that's probably correct. So here's the thing though, if they have a hollow, if they draw Hollowed Haunting, they have 1, 2, 3. I think I have to hold up the counter, but do I just die if I do that? Yeah, I think I do. I think I have to do this. Okay. Spirited Companion draws you a bunch of cards. Ow! Amazing. What a nail biter. You end again? Teachings goes again. I mean, what's nice is that my creatures are still bigger. Tap down the biggest one. They have 4 attackers. Okay, so this only makes a mana. Okay, when you cast an artifact or creature spell using mana produced from barracks. Okay. So let's get this land down. Unfortunately, I think I actually can't cast Simulacrum Synthesizer the way that I want to. That does me damage if I do that? Boy, that sucks. Yeah, at this point I have to hold up the counter spell, but if I do, I die. So if they top deck the right spell, they win here. Okay, so what's the right play? Urza. I don't think I won either of those. Good God. Okay. Tap down the enchantment, I guess. Only thing in my graveyard is Touch the Spirit Realm. Okay. So what do they have? They have 8 creatures. I have 7. Okay. Well, unfortunately, this means that I actually can't use this turn. The good news is that if I copy... So I have a couple of options here. I can actually flip the braided net, and that actually makes a couple more. Okay. Why are you a 14/14? Artifacts and creatures. I see. Okay. They have to block. Well, they have to block at least one of them. So I'm holding up 3 steps because I need to be able to counter something. Generous Visitor's fine. Oh, tap down the biggest thing. Trying to figure it out. This is tense. So again, like with 3 steps ahead, do I win on the flip side? So if I copy Simulacrum Synthesizer on the end step, I'm gonna make 2 more 2 more guys. And then I can make even more guys. But remember that the problem is that if they resolve that spell, I just lose. So, I mean, maybe I just activate this. Okay, this is really tough. I think I have to hold the counterspell. I really do. Another braided net feels very good. I'm gonna take the Thron Spider. Okay. Tap land. Thron Spider. Yep. I have 5 blockers. I feel good about this. I think this is it, folks. We're just gonna pass with the counterspell. Okay. Find your card. Ossification does not do it. I'm also not going to let you resolve it. I actually don't think it matters. I just think ossification doesn't do it. You can have it. I just realized that Urza makes the thing cheaper. Oh, I didn't even realize that 1919 was over there. Yeah, that's fine. Good game. Good game. Yep. Oh, good sport. Good sport. All right, gang. How did we do today? So, blue-white, artifacts matter, simulacrum synthesizer. The deck's fun. This is, if you like kind of enters the battlefield shenanigans, artifacts matter type stuff. I mean, the Urza Mightstone Weakstone combo, we didn't get to see it today, but we did get to see that Mightstone and Weakstone is just a really solid enters the battlefield ability. I really do think that Touch the Spirit Realm as a slow blink effect and also a removal spell does a lot of really fantastic work in here. Absolute all-star is 3 steps ahead, because you can hold this up as a counter spell in that last game there. I know what their out is. I hold the counter spell for as long as I can, make it so that we have the best possible chance of making sure that they can't do what they need to do to get out while we're still holding up something that can create us more creatures in an instant speed way. So blue-white artifacts, it's very rare and mythic heavy, absolutely no question. So if you don't have a lot of wild cards, this is not necessarily the deck for you, but if you have some of these cards from your drafting, I highly recommend it. It can be a lot of fun. We had a winning record today, had some really great games. So if this is your cup of tea, if you like the artifacts matter kind of shell, go out there and get it. Obviously, this big score card is really kind of the turn off of the deck, because this is hard to get in any other way than just burning some mythic wild cards. But I think this card is awesome, and I think that it's going to continue to see play for as long as it is in standard. We're gonna see this card do really fun stuff. So thanks as always for spending some time with me over here on Head Games Arena. Take care of yourselves and each other if you can. We'll see you next time.